This 1982 storybook season began at home against Oregon State with freshmen Dalton Hilliard and Gary James rushing for 261 yards and Hilliard scoring 3 times. LSU won the game 45-7. Game number 2 saw the Tigers down Rice 52-13. After 2 outings, the Tigers had put 97 points on the scoreboard at Tiger Stadium. But the first major test for the Tigers lay waiting in Gainesville against the 4th-rated Florida Gators. Florida got a taste of Dalton Hilliard early in the game, and it lasted the rest of the day, as the freshman established himself as one of the nation's premier running backs with 3 touchdowns in the first half. The Tigers moved their record to 3-0 with a 24-13 win over the Gators at Florida. The Tigers traveled back home to Baton Rouge for game number 4 to meet a very talented Tennessee team that would end up in the Peach Bowl. Alan Risher, the Tiger quarterback, detected a big gap and took off on a 24-yard touchdown run. And minutes later, All-America cornerback James Britt made the score 14-6 with a patented Britt theft and a dazzling 44-yard return. The Tigers led the Volunteers 17-14 at the half, but the team in orange came back and the game ended with the score knotted at 24-24. The Tigers overpowered Kentucky the following weekend 34-10 and put their 4-0-1 record on the line for homecoming against the Gamecocks of South Carolina. A record crowd of 79,000 was awakened early by a picture-perfect Risher to Martin pass, giving the Tigers a 7-0 lead. It took another Risher to Martin pass to give the Tigers a hard-earned 14-6 victory. With Hilliard dazzling the crowd on offense and the Bandits doing it on defense, the Tigers showed their fans they truly were for real as they poured it on the Rebels of Ole Miss. As Gary James took his turn and made it 31-0 at halftime, even Pac-Man had seen enough. As the Bandits turned Gangland style, holding the Rebels to minus 50 yards rushing, and became the #1 defensive team in the land. It was a 45-8 massacre as the Tigers moved their record to 6 victories, no defeats, and 1 tie, and moved to number 11 in the national ratings. LSU's Tigers had not beaten Alabama's Crimson Tide in 12 years. Before the battle began, the Bear visited with the Tiger mascot, but his mind clearly was on Hilliard, Risher, and James. Following a series of fumbles by both squads early in the game, the break came for LSU on a short pass play to Hilliard, who turned it into a stirring 33-yard gain. The freshman followed the blocking of Mike Muntz for 16 yards and the first score of the game. The Tigers went on to beat Alabama and Bear Bryant 20-10, holding the Tide to 45 yards rushing. The Mississippi State Bulldogs were struggling, and a victory over undefeated and 6th-rated LSU would earn them instant respectability. The Bulldogs became the first team of the year to run successfully against the Bandits of LSU. Mike Muntz scored with 5 minutes left to pull the Tigers even again at 24. But a field goal with 25 seconds left on the clock would give State the win and the Tigers their first loss. And then Florida State came to town with the winner of the Saturday night match going to the Orange Bowl in Miami. Dalton Hilliard started the scoring, gathering in a pass from Risher and going the distance. And the heavens rained oranges. With a 35-7 lead, Alan Alan Risher unleashed one of the longest touchdown bombs in LSU history, covering 58 yards in the air. It was recorded as a 70-yard touchdown pass to Eric Martin. Florida State finished the game in the fog on the short end of a 55-21 score.